the girl behind the viral smoothie brand, which has recently broken the internet and has finance bros quite literally queuing up outside her shop. Why are the smoothies so expensive?
It's actually funny that you asked me that.
It's not expensive for all the good shiz in here.
We've got some new flavours to try. Oh my god, that literally tastes like blueberry muffin.
Oh my god.
If you could collaborate with one celebrity for their own smoothie, who would it be?
I would love to do something with...
Hi guys, welcome back to Passenger Princess. Today in the passenger seat I have the girl behind the viral smoothie brand, which has recently broken the internet and has finance bros quite literally queuing up outside her shop. Hello Julia, how are you?
Hi Isabel, good, you?
I'm good. Welcome to the KA. What do you think?
Thank you so much for having me, I love it.
You're welcome. So my first question to you, which I feel like everyone is burning to know, is why are the smoothies so expensive?
So it's actually funny that you asked me that, because a lot of people come to the store, look at it and tell me, oh, that's actually really good value for money.
Mm-hmm.
But so I think that might be the kind of like finance pros from the city. I think, you know, it's of course like a premium product, meaning that we use premium ingredients. And I think that if you were trying to redo it at home using like collagen, hyaluronic acid, like organic whey, all the type of supplements we use, you would end up paying like much more.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you need to think that, you know, it's an investment in your health. And I think a lot of people don't mind paying, you know, £6-7 for a coffee or even £10 for juice. So at least I think that this is an investment in your health and you're doing something that is actually good for you.
Totally agree. And not to mention supply and demand. There's always a queue outside of that shop and you have a store in Bank.
Exactly.
Which is such an amazing first location to open with. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So with a career in finance, you could have literally done anything. So what made you choose opening a smoothie shop?
So that's also a very good question. And when I left my job to say, oh yeah, I'm going to open a smoothie bar, a lot of people were like, are you okay? So it came really from, I would say, like a personal frustration in the sense that I started, you know, to really get into like wellness, health and nutrition after a little burnout at work.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't find anything, you know, on the market that would be like nutrition first and really good for you. So where you would get like your daily supplements in an easy way, especially when you're busy, always on the go. But also wouldn't be full of like sugars and crap. So that's where I kind of like started to think, wait, like this exists already in the US. There is such a big gap in the market. And I thought it would be really interesting. So I started to look into it. And my background, I was in finance, but I was investing in consumer brands, a lot in the beauty and wellness space. So that's how I was kind of like, okay, I just need to do it because I thought that the opportunity was really good. So I would have regretted not doing it.
Mm-hmm. So you've just touched briefly there on ingredients. I recently learned that a Joe and the Juice smoothie has a horrific amount of sugar in. How have you managed to make yours taste so amazing without the sugar?
So all the recipes have been designed by a dietitian with a nutrition-first approach, and they all have a specific benefit in mind. So obviously there is a bit of like natural sugar occurring in fruits, but we're trying not to put too much. And to, you know, add like different things, supplements also, to make the texture also like really nice. But I think it's important, as you said, like that consumer have like access to this information and transparency about like what they put in their body.
Before I ask you any more questions, we should actually try some. And
yeah, of course.
we don't only have Julia's Elevate smoothies, we've got some new flavours to try. Very exciting.
So this one is the raspberry black sesame smoothie.
So raspberry and black sesame.
Yeah, so you're literally the first person to try them because we literally got the recipe this morning from the chef that is helping us to develop them. Exactly. I've tried them, of course, but if you like black sesame and like a bit of like toasty, full flavor, I think it's a really good one.
Am I going?
Yeah, you can go.
I'm nervous. No, I'm not. I know it'll be delicious. That is genuinely extremely delicious. I can taste the sesame.
Yeah, I mean,
Such a satisfying noise. I feel like I'm drinking literally blackberries, raspberries, and sesame seeds. It's totally delicious.
Glad you like them.
Next up, I mean, you've nailed the colour. This is literally butter yellow. I've never seen a smoothie this colour.
Yeah, that's the color of the season for sure. So this one is with a mango, pineapple, passion fruit, and because we're entering like fall and winter, we decided to add a bit of like turmeric for added benefits and some vitamin C as well. So
Love that.
it's to help with like immunity and fight the cold and rainy weather in London.
That tastes as good as it looks. I feel like I've just had a pineapple on the street in Thailand or something.
Oh, nice.
I just feel like it feels like it's just been like literally whizzed up and made, like it's so fresh. Feels like I'm having a whole fruit salad in just like one tiny sip.
That's just health.
It's like health in a sip without any sugar.
Yep.
This is blueberry, and can I just say blueberry is my favourite fruit, basically. Well, I love raspberries, but blueberry, is this going to taste like a blueberry muffin?
That's the idea. Now I have a lot of pressure to deliver on that one. But this one is basically a blueberry protein shake, and we've also added some kefir in there to help with like gut health. And there is also a bit of like sunflower seed. So it makes it a bit like, I would say toasty, a bit like peanut butter, but it's great for people that, have allergies.
So instead of using peanut butter, you use sunflower seed butter, which helps with allergies, not to be confused with sunflower seed oil.
Exactly.
Okay, no pressure. Oh my God, that literally tastes like blueberry muffin.
Oh my God, I'm so glad
That
to
is
hear.
my favourite one yet.
This is your
Wow,
favorite?
this is delicious. And I can really taste the nuttiness.
Yeah, exactly. That was the word I was looking for initially, the nuttiness.
But these aren't normal straws. What are they made out of?
So they're made out of agave, because I hate the feeling of paper
So
straws.
the straw is made out of sugar.
Yeah, I think you could say so.
Yeah.
But they are like fully like compostable and recyclable.
Wow,
so it's
agave
a great
straws.
Yeah, exactly. It's a great
That's
alternative.
so cool.
But don't worry, like it doesn't like contain any sugar per se, or it's not like calorific.
Last one to try.
So this one is the black cherry and chocolate smoothie.
Yum, black cherry and chocolate. Wow, that is divine.
You like it? Because it's a bit more tart and sour,
It
but
tastes
that's
like-
come from the cherry.
That literally tastes like chocolate-covered cherries. Wow, how do you make something so simple taste so nice?
So I'm glad to be working with the chef that is helping me, because otherwise, that would be a lot to deal with. And I think I really wanted to like elevate the experience for the new menu and do something that is like still very Instagrammable, still like packed with like benefits, but really elevated in terms of like taste and visuals as well. Exactly.
Elevated. Oh my God, delicious. I'm going to keep my blueberry one and sip on it. So I think when people hear the word smoothie bar, they think that there's just people in there whacking a load of fruit into a blitzer and whizzing it all up. How are the smoothies actually designed, created and made?
So it was actually like a super long process, especially to, come up with the first draft of the menu, because I was working on this even before having the store and the first location. So what I initially did was...
Sorry, and I remember seeing your first TikTok you made.
And you were one of the first to follow and like comment and support.
Yeah.
So I remember that. Like that was like
you just literally made like, it was like such an organic carousel post just saying, hey, I'm Julia, I'm opening a smoothie bar, I've just quit my job in finance. And I was like, this is so cool. Like what is going on? And it's been so nice to watch you go from making that first TikTok all the way through to literally having people queuing outside your store.
No, that's very true. And to be honest, like it's also the power of TikTok, because I didn't expect this first TikTok to blow up like it did. And I remember when I posted it, like for me that was like really hard, I would say, to put myself out there, and I was like super embarrassed. And the first thing I thought was like, oh, I hope that no one from my previous job is gonna see it. 2 days after, I have like friends from my previous job texting me saying, oh yeah, we're having lunch with the partners and they're talking about your TikTok. So I was like, oh my God.
But do you know what? Who cares? Like, who cares? You left that job for a reason. Like, who cares if they're talking about you? Like,
Of
long
course.
live you in that office.
No, exactly. And I think, at the end of the day, like embarrassment is the cost of success. And if you don't put yourself out there, like nothing's going to happen to you. So I
true.
really don't regret like posting that TikTok and really like just like laying it all out there, being like,
Yeah.
okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is going to be the process, and really being like open about it and
Yeah.
about like the ups and downs of launching a business.
And do you think you would have seen the same level of success for your business if you hadn't posted that first TikTok that went viral?
No, for sure not. Because especially at the beginning, like when you just open like a physical store, it's hard to get like people through the door, because especially in the city, a lot of people are in autopilot mode. They go to the office, they don't necessarily like stop and be like, oh, what's this new thing? And the support I had from people coming from TikTok, specifically like going out their way to come to the store and be like, hey, I saw your journey on TikTok and I just wanted to come and support, was like something that honestly like changed everything. And even for me, that helped me so much in terms of like mindset and like just keep going when like days were not always like easy. So that changed everything, and that was really like one of the best decisions I've made.
Well done for doing the first post.
Yeah.
So you've done a taste test on me, and now I want to do a taste test on you of something I think you'll really like.
Exciting.
So these are the Nushu gummies. They have 3 different types. These are the beauty ones. And funnily enough, they're blueberry flavour.
Oh.
So I'm going to give you one to try. So these have biotin for your hair, vitamin E and vitamin C for your skin and nails. How do they taste?
Very good.
They're good?
Like, honestly, I would feel like I would eat them
As
more
a
than
sweet?
one. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I'm
Exactly.
like, I need to have the whole jar. They're so delicious.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's a bit dangerous for me to use that as a supplement, because I would just be like, getting some from the jar.
How delicious. They also have calming gummies and immunity gummies. I'm not going to give you the calming ones now because you might fall asleep. They've got ashwagandha in though, which is really
Oh,
good
yeah.
for your anxiety. However, these are the immunity gummies. So they're shaped like little raspberries. They're raspberry flavoured.
Oh, I love raspberries. It's my favorite fruit.
So these have zinc and vitamin C in for immunity. How does that taste?
Very good. These are my favorite.
Your favourite?
I love raspberries.
They're so good.
Mhm.
This is like my 4th one today, but
Who cares? You're gonna be like super immune.
So something I love about these is that I normally have my dinner and then I'll get out all 2 of each flavour. So I've got 6 sweets. So it's like a little pudding.
That's a really good. It's
Girl
a really,
dessert.
exactly. That's a really smart way to do that. Because
Yeah.
I love to have something sweet after dinner, but if you can have something that is also healthy and doing something for
Exactly.
you.
So men used to go to war and now they are literally queuing up outside of your shop to buy pink smoothies. Where do you think this whole movement came from?
So I think there are like just huge trends around like wellness in general, and a lot of people, would it be like men or women, are now taking a lot of like different supplements at home. And I think that especially in the city, those people are like busy individuals, like high performing, and they just want something that is, helping them to maintain their lifestyle, potentially as a meal replacement or like breakfast replacement or before going to the gym. So yeah, I think that's perfectly aligned with this type of needs. And again, these are people with high disposable income that really want to invest in their health and wellness. So I think in that regard, it really makes sense. I think it's always making me smile when I see like those kind of like guys wearing suits and then drinking our pink smoothies. But I think that's a great thing, because it's at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. Like you should get like your protein or your collagen. Like it's only good things.
I do love as well the peanut butter protein.
Yes.
What's that one called?
It's the peanut butter fix. I
Yeah,
think you
yeah,
got it. Yeah, I got it
Oh,
delivered
it was
to
so
you.
good, yeah. So in terms of having customers come into your shop, who's the coolest customer you've ever had so far?
Honestly, it would be super hard to like just pick one. It's a range of like different people. I've had like, of course, I love seeing people from TikTok. Like that's the best thing, and I love to speak with them. So we had some influencer comings. We had like Elle Edwards.
Yes.
We had Miles coming. Maddie Borg.
Yes.
And a lot of like others. So that's honestly always cool to see when they come and to see them like tagging us in stories. Sometimes like, oh my god, like this is my brand. So yeah, super cool.
If you could collaborate with one celebrity for their own smoothie, who would it be?
Oh my god, that's honestly a tough one. In terms of like celebrity, I'm trying to think of anyone. I would love potentially Dua Lipa. I think it would be so cool to do like a Dua Lipa smoothie. I think that when it comes to more like entrepreneur, I would love to do something with Grace Beverly.
Yes, that would be really cool.
That would be like really, really cool. I think that would be like so aligned.
And if Grace Beverly was a smoothie, what would it be?
So I think because she's also working out, that would potentially be a protein shake. Potentially with like, I could see something with like blueberries and a greens powder maybe.
And some collagen.
Yes,
Very
for the
her.
beauty, exactly.
Yes.
For the beauty element.
And Dua Lipa's cool. Did you see her collab she did with Porsche recently?
Oh no, I didn't.
With the car, she did like she designed her own, I think it was a 911 or
Oh my God.
a GT3, and it was like her own design. It was so cool.
Oh my god.
So Dua Lipa, Grace Beverly, and
As a brand, I would love Aloe. I think that would be so aligned.
very, very aligned. And what would be in the aloe smoothie?
So I would say something maybe a bit more like LA. So why not like a green smoothie or something a bit like tropical? Yeah, I think that could be really nice.
So what is the future of Elevate? Do you think you could be the next Blank Street?
I mean, this is what I'm working towards. I think, Blank Street has grown so much and they have done incredibly well. So maybe I don't want to have like as many locations, but I would love to scale and also expand internationally and have more stores in London. So definitely, I think they've done extremely well.
And where do you think you would next open up a store?
So I would love to go like somewhere around W1. So would it be maybe Mayfair or like Marylebone, like south of Marylebone? Because I think it's a good mix of like people working in offices.
And people with lifestyle.
Of people of lifestyle, shoppers, tourists as well. So I think that would be a really cool place to open.
And where's your dream destination to open a smoothie bar?
Well, I think I would love to open potentially, in Miami or New York. I think LA is already a bit oversaturated. Like
Miami would be very cool.
Exactly. Miami, I think, would be super cool. And it's a up and coming city in terms of like wellness. A lot of people have relocated in Miami over the last years. So that's definitely somewhere where I could see like potential. But first I want to focus on London and kind of like take over the market and make sure we're like leading in the premium smoothie space before then going international.
So you had a lot of press when you launched about how expensive the smoothies were. How do you feel about that?
So I think that all press is good press. And again, as I was explaining, I think the prices are justified. At the end of the day, we're like in a premium location in London. Like people need to also think that we're a business. So we have like expenses to pay. We also have like employees to pay. But more importantly, it's just like it's good that people speak about it. And for me, it's a good way to kind of be like, hey guys, like the prices are actually because we're a premium product with premium ingredients and it's an investment in your health.
Were there any articles you felt were unfair that were written, or did you just take them all as good press?
So honestly, like I think that some of them, like I was not even contacted like for a comment or saying, oh, do you want to explain or give your point of view? And I think like some of them were a bit like unfair, but at the end of the day, I also understand that journalists, they need to find an angle to write their story and, get views and get people reading it. So, of course, after working like so long to like launch a business, you always want to see good things out there on the business. Also like on socials, on like TikTok, you only want to see good things. But reality is, people will have things to say about it. It's not always going to be positive. So I'm trying to be a bit more like you, actually, when you say that you don't care about what people are saying. And I love when I hear that in your podcast. I'm like, be more like Isobel.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. But I mean, it's true. Like, if you don't like the price, don't buy it. you know?
I would say that, and my target customer, like they're telling me that it's super good value for money.
Yeah.
So I think at the end of the day, you can't try to speak to everybody. Otherwise, you're not speaking to anybody.
Yeah.
And that's a problem.
I mean, would you rather go into Starbucks and get a iced coffee with 1,000 calories in with a muffin that's going to cost 11 quid? Or would you rather go and get a fresh smoothie with amazing ingredients in that's going to actually make you feel good and not be full of crap?
No,
I know which one I'd rather choose.
I agree. I know
You
too.
know?
Yeah.
So, side note, but obviously your whole brand is about beauty from within, good ingredients. And I feel like you are a spitting image of that. Your skin's flawless, your hair's gorgeous, you just look amazing.
Thank you.
And fabulous nails to go with the
Thanks.
gorgeous ring. So when Julia got in the car, I was like, I know that manicure. And I was like, where did you get your nails done? And I knew you were going to say Social. Best manicure in London.
Yeah. Really nice.
Best manicure, but it's getting so busy you can't even get a bloody spot in there now.
Exactly. I had to book like 2 days in advance. I mean,
Yeah.
which is, I guess, normal. But being always like busy and on the go and like
guys,
living a
stop
hectic-
booking Social because we can't even get an appointment. Now for my favourite section of the podcast. Let's see what's in your bag.
Depends how much time you have for that. Okay. It's actually quite heavy. So I have my laptop.
I feel like you were in finance because you've got like a finance laptop.
Yeah, exactly. It's a Lenovo one, and I could never like do any Excel model or anything on a MacBook.
Really?
Like, no, that would be horrible. Like I love having like.
Do you use the little key?
Yeah, exactly. Like honestly, I think that when you see me using my laptop, I'm not even touching the mouse. I'm always like doing all shortcuts, and I love Excel. I really love Excel, so that's always like good to have a Windows. Then I also have, because I'm very organized, the productivity method.
And of course it matches the colour of your bag.
Of course.
I have actually got one of these at home, but I've not seen the burgundy one. This is such a nice colour. I feel like I'm getting inside intel.
Yeah, it's like,
oh my God. This
yeah, I'm kind of like very...
It's the most organised planner I've ever seen. Wow. That is making me feel so disorganised. Put it away.
Okay, then I have a brush.
Of course.
Always need to have a brush. Umbrella, because we live in London. Sunglasses, because,
Which sunnies have you got?
Saint Laurent, which are...
Let me see, I want to see them.
Favorite one, very
chic.
simple one.
I love those.
They're really nice.
Yeah, I love those. I'm
Then
not trying to peep into her bag.
I got hand sanitizer because again, London, the tube. I love to have my hands clean.
What are in your little pockets over there?
So these are my kind of like secret pockets in case of like emergency. So we have some perfume over here.
Is that Killian?
Yes, this is Killian.
Which one?
Rolling in Love. That's my favorite.
I knew because of the red bottle.
This is like literally
I
my
love
favorite.
this one.
It's like
It's so nice and like fresh and not too much.
Exactly. I think it's sweet, but still kind of like delicate and not like overwhelming.
So nice. And actually, my boyfriend wears this now.
Oh, really?
And it smells really nice on a man as well. It doesn't smell girly at all. I love that about Killian fragrances.
Exactly. I think it's it's a super cool brand.
And I'm actually really excited that we're getting to autumn because I can start wearing Angel
and
Share
more like
again.
Exactly, more like
Killian Angel Share, hands down, best perfume
it's
ever
really,
invented.
really good. And then I have a lot of like different stuff in case of emergency. So I have like some paracetamol. I have some like blotting papers. I have some blisters.
Oh, that is a good thing to have in your bag.
Yes, always.
This is extremely organised.
Some electrolytes. What
What
else?
does she not have in this bag?
Honestly, I have everything. Oh yes, something that I love. This like post-it, because I love to read books in the tube because I don't have any connection.
Yeah.
And I love to take notes when I read books. So with that, I just put post-it everywhere.
You are so organised.
Well, it looks like, but in reality, I'm a bit like... it's a mix. Like it's either I'm like extremely organized, or it's like just organized chaos. So yeah.
You're type A. I'm type B.
I think I'm a bit of a mix, more type A, but it's true that sometimes it's just like if you go in my kind of like where I have my desk at home, it's just like complete mess and chaos. But yeah, that's what in my bag.
Thank you
then I have
for
a lot
showing
of
me.
other stuff. Yeah.
So you obviously love your beauty, so I'm very intrigued to ask you, if you were going to a desert island and you could only take one beauty product with you, what would it be?
So I think I would just take like moisturizing cream, possibly with SPF in there.
Very smart.
Exactly, because I wear SPF every day. I mean, I have a pretty like fair skin, and I think like even if you don't, it's always a good
I
thing
wear
to
every day.
every single day.
And on the neck. Everyone always forgets the neck.
The neck and like all the
Which one do you
cleavage.
like?
I use the one that is from Ultraviolet.
Okay, yeah, I've tried that one, yeah.
It's a really good one, and I think it's so important, especially at our age we want to prevent aging as much as possible. So this is the one thing I would take.
It does. It's like the biggest preventative of aging is just wear your
100%.
SPF. And people are like, oh, it's complicated to do. Just wake up, wash your face and put your SPF on.
100%.
If you don't do anything else, just put some SPF on. You don't need moisturizer, and just literally whack a bit of SPF on and you're good to go.
That replaced like my morning moisturizer. So
Yeah.
that's literally so easy, and I think there is no excuse for I love that you like the blueberries.
Really enjoying it. Such a nice treat. What would your advice be to anyone that's thinking about leaving their job to pursue starting a business?
So I think that the first one would be maybe surround yourself with the right people, especially if you want to start a business that is not necessarily in your industry. I think it's great to surround yourself with advisors that can help you on the industry, but also having a really good like support system. Would it be with like your family, your friends? So this is something really important, and I think that a lot of people don't see the behind the scene happening, and they see, oh, this is this amazing founder, but there is always kind of like a team behind. And when I say team, it can really be like family, friends that are just like helping as well, and just moral support. Yeah, I think that the second one would be stop caring about what people think. To come back on the TikTok point and everything, it's sometimes really hard to kind of like get out the corporate world and put yourself out there and be like, oh, I'm gonna launch a business in this industry, and people are like, why are you doing this? It's kind of like random.
I mean, when I quit my job, which was an apprenticeship in a law firm. So I literally quit not only the job, but I dropped out of the degree they'd put me on. I remember I wrote out this big email to like the head of the team at the time. And I was like, I'm leaving to do this, because I had to write something to say in the leaving thing.
Yeah.
And he was like, let me know what you want me to tell everyone why you've left. And I was like, I'm leaving to pursue a full-time influencing career, and I'm launching my own TikTok-focused marketing agency. This whole paragraph about what I was doing. And then on the call, he literally said, oh, Isabel's leaving to do her TikTok stuff. And I was like, it's so unfair that you said that, because I'm doing so much more than that. But you've just belittled it because you had the word TikTok. So I feel like that's the scariest thing, isn't it? Like just saying to everyone, I'm quitting.
Exactly. But I think that's also the most like freeing thing, because once it's done and you've kind of like advertised that you were leaving to do this and that, it's like, okay, I'm done. It's really like a weight that is lift off your shoulders. So I think, once you kind of like manage to be in this position where you're like, okay, I'm just going to stop caring about like what other people think. And most of the times I have to say, like, we overthink what people would think. They don't think that much about ourselves.
No, they don't.
They just think about themselves.
Everyone's just thinking about themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So sometimes like what we think is even worse than the reality. So just stop caring.
Last one?
I would say create your luck. I think there is a bit, element of luck in everything in life, and kind of like going viral on TikTok, on like your socials, and
you've got to post a TikTok to have the chance of going viral.
This is where I'm going.
Create your own luck.
Exactly, because it's, of course, people would say, oh, she got lucky because she got viral, or she was at the right time.
Still had to post it to go viral.
Exactly, like she was at the right place at the right time. But as you said, you have to post it to go viral. So I think it's really try to get like as many opportunity as you can, and really like go all in, especially if this is your own business. Like, it really needs to be like your obsession. So I would say that's my third advice.
So top 3 pieces of advice were surround yourself with the right people.
Yep.
Stop caring about what other people think, and create your luck, because nothing lands in your lap.
100%.
Love that. That was so good. Okay, my last question for you is there anything you regret not doing in your career so far?
I think if I have maybe one it's kind of like I would say that if I have like one regret is maybe not to start earlier. But at the same time, I'm super grateful for all the experiences that I've had, like, and the different type of jobs that I was able to do, because I've learned so much, and I've also met like some amazing people, some amazing friends. So I think, at the end of the day, like, I don't have any regrets. It's just great to see like different things that helped me so much in terms of like experience to actually launch a business.
Well, thank you so much for joining me in the KA, and thank you for my smoothies. They were absolutely delicious. The blueberry one was definitely my favourite. When is it that the new smoothies are launching?
The new smoothies are launching on the 22nd of September.
Exciting.
Right in time for fall.
Amazing. But thank you so much for coming on. It was so good to have you.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you for watching Passenger Princess. We'll see you next week.